I'm not going to do the intro. I'm just going to do a story time. What went on in my voice lesson yesterday with Allison Porter. And then I'm going to talk about the differences between Allison and Carrie. First up, it felt different. It felt very different to be working with Allison again. I love working with Allison Porter. She has done so much for me as a singer. She really has made me an amazing singer, and I'm 100% gonna say that Carrie Larson was a huge part in making me an amazing singer, or what I am now, an amazing singer. Yeah, I have a long way to go still, and I have a lot to learn still. But honestly, for how long I've been doing voice lessons, I'm doing pretty good. I'll say that, considering something in me just clicked. It from the very first voice lesson I ever did. And, it clicked. And I will say I was off edge about doing the voice lesson the first time I did it. And what I mean by that is, I don't really have words for it, so that's why I just say off edge, because first up, I didn't know what to expect. I never done a voice lesson before. Some of the people, I kind of had a feeling that some of the people on there, or all the people on there, had been, taking the voice lesson together for a while, and they all kind of in a way, I felt like they all kind of knew each other a little bit, or they would log on and be like, oh, I know that person. I kind of felt that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's all through Zoom, and also the fact that I never done a voice lesson through Zoom, because I never done a voice lesson in general, but that throws in the Zoom part. And also, there was a few other elements. I didn't know who the teacher was, because I forgot to read her name. And then it was I never worked with her before, and I never really heard of her before, so it was kind of I was new to all of this. And I didn't know anything about singing. I didn't really know much about singing. And I also other big thing for it was the fact that the other big thing for it, and I'm gonna say this, is because it's true. It was true, and even now it kind of is, but kind of isn't. And me singing felt like something for me and my crush. And what I mean by that is it just felt like something that reminded me of him, because of how badly he wanted me to sing. So many times at music class, I would try to back out and not sing, and he would never let me. He would always be like, "Come on, do it. You're really good at it. Come on, do it for me. Yeah, I want you to do it because you're really good." If I looked at him and said, and I'm not doing it, he would be like, "Okay, just know that you're really good, but you don't have to." And but so with that whole thing, and I so yeah, for me in doing that voice lesson felt different. It just felt I was off edge. And once I feel like that went away immediately. Sorry. That went away immediately. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. Instantly that just kind of went away, and instantly something just clicked, and I'm it was almost like I was used to it already. I had done it so many times before, even though it was my very first voice lesson. And Allison Porter definitely played a part in it because she's extremely talented. She's had a very successful career. She's a really nice person, and instantly she went out of her way to talk to me right away because she knew I was new. And so, like, I just loved it. And so, I'm gonna, like, do a story time. And then I will talk about Carrie Larson. And, yeah. So, so yesterday's voice lesson felt different because it was the first one since in a couple of weeks. Like the last time I worked with her, I want to say was like 2, and maybe more, maybe a little less, but like I want to say around 2 weeks before my 17th birthday. So like I was 16 still, and so it was my first one with her being 17. And because it was the first one with her in a while, it felt different. Also, we did some new stuff. We did some new stuff that was a lot of fun. We did some new voice warm-ups, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And so I ended up going second in class because it was a very small class, and I actually like that because I know this because this is true, and even Allison and Carrie have both said this before, that when it's a smaller class, we get more of her attention. So like when Allison Porter is teaching the class, say there are 2 people in class, me and one other person. The entire class is just going back and forth between me and that one other person. But if Carrie Larson teaching the class, then it's the same as that way. And like when it's a smaller class, the people in the class get way more attention than they would if it was a larger class because there's more time for those people. Like when there's a larger class, like the most that has ever been on there, or when I was on there, I want to say was 13 or 14 people. And that was counting me. So like then it's like, we all get like a chance and we all get a chance to unmute for voice warm-ups once, and then we all get like our turn where we get to like when it's our turn we get to unmute, we get to say the name of the song that we're doing and who wrote the song, and if we don't know then we can say we don't know. It's like sometimes the teacher will look it up to find out, or sometimes we'll just leave it because here's the thing, and we don't get copyrighted because it's a Zoom voice lesson. It's not going out on the internet. It's a Zoom voice lesson. So then we get to say what part of the song we're doing, either like the beginning, the middle, the end. Like we get to pick a part of the song and then say what part we are doing, and then that's the part of the song that we do. And then we do that part of the song, and the teacher will give a correction, then we'll do it again, and sometimes the teacher will give some final like correction or something to work on like homework or and stuff. then our turn is done, and then we're done for the voice lesson, unless it's with Carrie Larson. And sometimes in their time at the end, we'll do like a voice exercise or something, and because that's always fun. And for like me, that's always fun. I don't know about you. But anyway, like that's how it works. And so but when it's a smaller class, we're able to actually do more and get more out of it. So yeah, but I had a really fun voice lesson, and it was a lot of fun. And so, I'm not gonna say what song I did because I don't know who actually made the song or who wrote the song and copyright reasons. And so, yeah. So, anyways, it was fun. And I love working with Allison Porter and Carrie Larson because they both have done a lot for my singing. Like, I feel like I went from not really knowing anything about singing. Like, the only thing I really knew is that, there's different styles of songs. And a lot of songs have lyrics. I feel like every song that I have heard has lyrics. I'm not sure if every song out there does, but all the ones that I have heard have lyrics. And I feel like I went from that to actually now, it's like I know stuff. Like I know stuff about singing. And then now I can kind of hear myself sing and then be like, oh wait, I messed up on this. I need to fix it by doing this. Like, there's so many things. Like, I feel like I know stuff. So, sorry the video boring. I'm having a lazy day. Peace out.